So I just wanted to give you a few core movements. A lot of people ask me for core strengthening exercises, and so I am going to do just a few, and you can throw this in with any of the other workouts that we do, or you can add it on to your workout. You can take these workouts to the gym, whatever works for you. So it's not always just about crunches, as you know, so let's get down to it. My first one is actually on all fours. And if you work with me on a regular basis, you might know this is like Spider-Man or something like that. But what you're doing is you're using your entire core for balance and stability, and you're also working your obliques specifically. So if you can get on all fours, tiptoes and hands, you're going to wrap the knee towards the elbow, bring it here, wrap the knee towards the elbow, bring it here. Then you're going to crisscross here, cross the knee, cross the knee. Now, if you need to go to your knees, then you're just going to do here and here. And then instead of bringing it across, because that's kind of difficult, you're going to bring it in and kick back. Okay? And if you need to go down to your elbows in either the plank form or on your knees, you're going to just do the sides. Okay? So I'm setting my timer. We're going to go across. Make sure that you go nice and wide, so it's wide. It's not going to be effective if you don't really try and pull the knee to the elbow in each situation. So the more you twist here, the better. Make sure that your elbow or your wrist and your shoulders are aligned. And if you're on your elbows and forearms, then your elbows and shoulders should align. Let's just finish this one. Excellent. Your next one's going to be on your side, and you're going to try and tap your toe here. Now if you need to go down to your forearm, you can do that here, and if you need to get off the knee, you can simply do it here. Now you're folding in half, you're almost doing like a crunch, but you're also going to be getting into your glutes. You'll be surprised that your glutes might feel a bit on fire. So we're going to come up here. If you can go the full one, you're on your knee. Now if you want to take it another level, here you're going to go into a side plank. Okay? And you can always do this on your elbow here. Okay? So it's up to you. I might kind of switch halfway through just to kind of give you some variety. Okay? So that's the full one. And then if you come down your elbow, this is probably my favorite position of all of them. I feel like I can get into my core a little bit better. I'm not putting so much stress on my wrist. But some people like to be up high on their wrists, especially if you're comfortable doing a lot of yoga. You can always be on that knee as well. And while we're here, we're going to go down, we're going to roll on our back, and we're going to come up to that side. So we're going to come up and roll all the way back. Come up and roll all the way back. And then staying on this side, we're going to lie down on the arm. Make sure your legs are slightly forward. This top leg is going to be up, and you're going to reach that bottom leg up and down. Now you can keep your hand here, you can keep your head down, you can reach your arm up, you can come up a little higher, whatever works for you. I'm just going to stay right here. And if you're having some trouble, you can always just lift the top leg up and down and keep this leg down.
If you really want to work the inner thigh but you're having trouble, you can always put this leg down and just keep lifting this leg. Now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to do the first exercise. So you can start up on the wrist. I don't know how many I can do my wrist here, but we'll see. So that's the full one. I'm going to come down into my forearm where I feel like I get into the exercise the most. It's not about trying to stretch beyond your limits to the point where you can't actually get anything out of the exercise. Challenging yourself is great, but you want to make sure you're getting something out of the exercise. So find the position where you feel like you're benefiting the most and work there and strengthen yourself there, and then you can try and progress if it's necessary to even progress. Progressing might not really help you if it's just means going up on your wrist and not really creating more of a benefit. And now we come down, and if we lie on the back, we roll onto that side, coming up. Excellent. Now we're on our side. We're lifting that top, or the top leg up and the bottom leg comes up to meet it. You want to make sure you're getting into the side, your waist here. Keep those legs slightly forward too on the mat. Excellent. And now, of course, the plank is the best one. One of my favorite exercises. I make everyone do it at the end of their workouts. So we're going to plank together. I'm just going to show you some ways to change up your plank. So if you're able to come up to the plank and you're able to hold the plank, you can always step out, out, in. Now just make sure that you keep your plane level. You don't want to start sticking your butt up in the air. If you're just busy holding the plank, that's fine. This is 45 seconds, just so you know, in case you're working on increasing your plank or you're having trouble with the amount of time we're doing it. Good. Now the next plank we're going to do is you're going to come up and slowly push down, push back, and push down. So I'm pulling my belly in and then flattening back down, pulling belly in and flattening down. So I'm not just pushing my hips or rocking on my heels, I'm actually pulling my belly in and dropping the hips down. So I'm almost doing like an upside down crunch. And do one more. We're gonna do swivel hips, so you just drop your hips to the side. And if you're on your knees doing your plank, you can just do this. Otherwise, you're up here, dropping it down. And again, if you're just working on your plank, that's great. This is just, if you're able to do plank for a little while and you want to change it up a bit, these are just some ideas you can throw out there. There's a million ways to plank, and I should probably do a video on, 50 ways to plank or something, and maybe I will, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to be having a challenge coming up in April called your Spring Break Plank. And it's going to be, I'm going to challenge you to take pictures of you and come on down. While you're on spring break, a lot of you who have kids have a spring break. The craziest place you plank, or the most interesting place you plank, or where in the world are you planking? I want to see pictures posted on Facebook of you planking. That's in April, and I'll be bringing that to you as it gets closer. But just something to think about. You can start putting it in your mind. Where and how am I going to plank? Anyway, that's just a few exercises to increase the strength of your core. It should be about balance, stability, strength, okay? And remember, your core isn't just the front. We forget about the back side too. That's part of our core as well. I've got other videos that address different core exercises, different core stabilizing videos. I've got ones where you stand. So check them out, and if you want to see more, you'll just have to return. So make sure you subscribe. You can give my video a thumbs up if you like it. Make sure you try to, you can always leave a positive review if you like, and if you've got questions, you know where to find me. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.